Hey everyone out there, my name is Dean. I want to talk to you today about the Solar Stirling Plant Guide. Now this book is going to teach you all about the Solar Stirling Plant and why you should know about it. And why should you know about it? Well, I'm glad you asked. See, when you think about all the natural sources of energy, which there are plenty out there, the one that is very constant, never depletes, is the sun. And the sun provides a very safe alternative energy source, which is not only dependable, but it's environmental friendly and of course pollution free, which is the best part of all in my opinion. It's non-emitting, it's clean, and though what we're always been looking for recently in human history is ways to harness that solar energy for whatever we need it for in this day and age. And with the Solar Stirling plant, you can actually harness that and so much more, and actually cut electrical bills by up to like 75% just by using this. I mean, did you actually know, and this is an interesting fact, that the world's largest solar plant is actually in the Mojave Desert, and it's actually built upon the principle of the Solar Stirling plant? That's incredible. So let's get into this. What is a Solar Stirling plant, or better yet, what is the Stirling engine? Well, if you haven't heard of this previously, it's basically a heat engine that converts heat energy to mechanical energy by cyclic compression and expansion of a gas. So Solar Stirling engine is basically, it's a device which converts the solar thermal energy to mechanical energy, which is then converted to electrical energy. So I know that sounds very complicated, and it is to some degree, but the complication basically results in something being very cost effective, and it's a very promising future for us with thinking about solar electricity when you compare it to all the other ways we get electricity, which is usually through photovoltaic panels, things like that. And there are two types of Stirling engines, by the way. There's an alpha Stirling and a beta Stirling. The alpha Stirling engine has two power pistons that are in separate cylinders, one hot and the other cold. And the beta type has actually a single power piston within the same cylinder on the same shaft, and that's known as a displacer piston. That's all technical. You probably don't need to know all that. But how does it work is basically the big thing. Well, the directed sun rays will heat the gas, and bring the sunlight into a focus. It's contained in that piston, causing its expansion in the piston of the Stirling plant. And then the compression of the gas, basically at the colder region of it, the Stirling engine will complete the reversible cycle mechanical power generation by taking that into account, and therefore you get electricity. Again, extremely difficult to understand, I get that, but with the Solar Stirling Plant book, you'll learn about all the essentials for designing the components of the Solar Stirling Plant so you can make one for yourself. And it's actually an ebook, and it presents all the essential details for the setup. It's a very interesting read, by the way, and even though what I just said might not sound interesting, what's interesting about it is the result. The fact that you could technically be making your own electricity just by harnessing the power of the sun, and you don't got to pay anyone. And it's a short book, by the way, too. It's only about like 4 or 5 chapters, I think, and it will introduce you to the Stirling plant, what it's about, the usefulness. One of the chapters is devoted solely to the construction of it. It'll give you all the details of building the reflector dish you're going to need. That's it's a parabola shape, and very step-by-step detailed guide to making this. And as far as costs, you don't get into that, and there's a lot of pros and cons to this. I mean, obviously you have to be a little bit mechanical friendly, but I would say that for somebody like me who's never been mechanical friendly, I mean, I don't really know how to do this stuff. I picked this up just on a whim, just to see if I could do it, and I did it, and it's awesome. I'm definitely enjoying and reaping the benefits of it. I don't have to worry about a lot of electrical power now, because it works exactly as it's guided and instructed, and I think that's fantastic, people. It's something that you just can't say enough good things about, because again, it's almost like this world's best kept secret that we have all this energy from the sun, and we don't need to pay electrical companies all this money for our electricity. I mean, you can use it for minimal things, but overall, you can be using this Stirling plant engine to get what you need in terms of electrical energy. And I love that, people, and you'll love it too. So look, do yourself a favor. Don't listen to me. Listen to yourself. Do your own due diligence. Check it out for yourself. And all you got to do is just simply click the link below this video. You can see exactly what I'm talking about with the Stirling Plant Engine Guidebook. Again, just click the link below this video and you'll see it. And once again, I mean, just even one small plan of this can reduce electricity consumption of a family of 4 persons from about 40%. So in order to meet your demands. If you have a big family, or even if you have a small family, you might really want to check into this. There's no real craziness about it. It's not like you have to, have to be a mechanical genius. I mean, some mechanical knowledge is good, but if you're not a mechanical genius, or even if you're an amateur like myself, I personally, I don't think it was really that hard. You'll find that it won't be that hard. So check it out. Good luck to all of you out there that want to reduce your electrical energy costs. I understand completely what that's all about. And with the Solar Stirling Plant engine and the guidebook that I'm talking about, you'll be able to do just that, okay? So again, just click the link below this video, see what I'm talking about, and you guys have a good one. Take care.